Well, slipping into another breaking news, furious over delay in promotions and rank glitches. More than 300 serving army officers have dragged the government of India to the Supreme Court. The matter comes up for hearing in the Supreme Court again on Tuesday. So trouble there and a complete dissatisfaction there in the ranks of the army.
With me is Advocate Neela Gokhale, representing them in the Supreme Court. Ma'am, why have these officers taken the government to court?
The government was to release 141 vacancies for lieutenant colonels to be promoted to colonel rank, and they have still not done that. So therefore, we have made an application seeking a speedy implementation of the court order.
Okay. Now, these officers of air defense, engineers and signals, they are saying that the promotion policy implementation is biased against them in favor of infantry, artillery and armoured. What is it that they're seeking?
Actually, there's already a court order, so we are seeking that it should be implemented in a time-bound manner because it has repercussions on the higher ranks, vacancies which they will eventually release. And these officers then who have been benefited by the court order would definitely suffer.
So the government once again finding itself on the firing line as far as the dissatisfaction among the serving officers in the army, Indian army is concerned. Already there are in fact few opportunities as far as the promotions are concerned. Gaurav Sawant, who got us this story, is live with us. Gaurav, this points out to a larger problem as far as the armed forces are concerned. There are few opportunities, and that is why also one of the big reason that people say is for the young people moving away for army as a career of their choice.
In this specific case, these are about 141 vacancies that have to be created for combat support arms. It's a very specific petition that has been made in the Supreme Court. They've already won the case in the Armed Forces Tribunal. They've already got a favorable verdict from the Supreme Court. Despite that, they got a verdict in October 2015 where the Supreme Court said that the command and exit policy is to be implemented. It's fine, but 141 additional vacancies need to be created. Unfortunately, that still hasn't happened, and that's the contention of all these officers. Their career gets affected, and with that, their next promotion from the rank of colonel to brigadier, that gets adversely affected in terms of the number of brigadiers that can be that can happen in the army, that they can have in these combat support arms. That's point one. Point two, which is extremely critical, Ankit, at this stage, is the fact that there is talk of infantry combat arms versus combat support arms versus services, and this is extremely dangerous for an army because it has to fight as one unit to win a war. And in the forthcoming Army Commanders Conference, my sources in Army headquarters tell me that this issue will be addressed.
Gaurav Sawant got us that breaking piece of information. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Big breaking news, and it is indeed one of the biggest steps forward for India's nuclear weapons program. India today can now confirm that the country has successfully tested its most ambitious weapon system.
The show is perfectly fine, it's healthy, it's normal, and it's cool like always. Little baby called the iPhone SE has arrived in India, and we got our hands on it. We have told you a lot about the phone, reasons to buy it, and